Hi, this is Paladin, also known as Stephen Gibson, and also known as NosBiggs, and I'm in the process of rebranding with the name of Paladin, and we're here today at the fountains, and I want to talk to you a little bit about why I consider myself to be among the world's best naturopaths. I'm 25 years in the business. I'm licensed in the state of North Carolina. I have clients on 4 continents, and they get rebated my annual fee for just doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then with the small fee that I charge after the rebate, I ask that they make a charitable contribution to their favorite charity in my name. So it winds up costing them somewhere in the neighborhood of $250 to $500 a year. And I think I save them that just in supplement value alone. So specifically, I want to talk to you about why I think you need to have an account with either Biotics Research and Life Extension. Both are very fine companies. I've been the sole supplier to Biotics Research for over 20 years. And Dennis McElhenney in Melbourne, Florida, knows more than I'll ever know. He's probably forgotten more. And he's not even a naturopath, but he just knows the body and the chemistry in a way that very few people will ever know. And then on the other side, I've got Life Extension, Bill Falloon, and has his company over 40 years. And you can have access to his digital magazine totally free, and it's archived all the way back to 1996. So I'm encouraging you, go to lifeextension.com. There's a phone number, and just open an account. Open an account. And then the person at the other end of the line should say, well, and you get your name, phone number, etc. And then you ask to speak with a wellness associate about anything, a condition that you may or may not have. So you talk to the wellness associate, and typically it's a 20 to 25 minute interview. And what they'll do is they will address your issue, whatever it is, with clinical research, with recommendations and protocols. And then you get to receive an email summarization, follow up, and you know what you pay for this beautiful service? $0. How can you lose? You can lose by being foolish and not taking advantage of the opportunity that Bill Falloon and Ursula give us. Now, let's say you've opened your Life Extension account and you've had 2 or 3 episodes and events and recommendations and work from their wellness associates. You're going to naturally want to try some of their products. And their products are leading edge. And you can buy them at the lowest price anywhere in the country. They guarantee that. And you get free shipping on 1 bottle or 100 bottles. And if you want, and you have, for example, everybody should have D3, you can have automatic ship set on your timetable, whether it's 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, miss a month, and you get a 4% rebate. How can you lose? So you get this email back, and it tells you exactly what we think you should be doing. I am not part of Life Extension. I just think they're one of the finest companies in the world, and big shout out for Biotics Research as well. But they do it a little bit differently, and I'll talk about that the next time. But right now I'm talking about Life Extension and the opportunity that you have. So let's say you've opened your account, you've gone to Life Extension website, and you've clicked on the little buttons on the left, and you've gone to the magazine area, and you can download the latest magazine, or you can download every magazine back all the way to 1996. and it's free. Now, if you want a hard copy, all you have to do is pay a $50 fee annually, and your first $50 worth of supplements are free. So you wind up getting the magazine in hard copy plus $50 worth of supplements for free. How can you lose? Now, let's say you've done all that and you've got an email and you're doing the wells from following their result. Here's where I come in. You can say, send me an email, and you ask for me to accept you into my family as your naturopath. And I'll tell you the truth, I think I'm one of the best in the world. And I rebate 95% of the family fee, 95% on the 11th month, 15th day. And the invoice that you receive shows due and payable 11th month and 15th day. So I'm carrying a receivable. It's rebated, so you wind up looking at a 5% charge for a family of 4 and having me as your naturopath to sift through some of the more technical stuff that maybe you don't understand, or maybe you just wanted more clarification. And then, instead of my fee, I simply ask that you make a charitable contribution to the charity of your choice to my name. I get a charitable contribution write-off. Now, this is a fairly long video. And it's this for a reason. This is not something that I am trying to sell you. It's something I'm trying to give you. I would like to have 20,000 of you folks join the other 852 over the next 2 years. Before I'm 70 years old, I'd like to have 20,000 clients that can say, Dr. Gibson, I'm really glad you're our naturopath. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to be rebranding myself as Paladin. And for those of you who don't remember Richard Boone in Have Gun Will Travel, go to YouTube and read the ballad of Paladin, Have Gun Will Travel, and do a couple of the 30-minute not sitcoms, but dramas, where Paladin is a hired gun, righting the wrongs of people that can't defend themselves. And in many ways, I'm like Paladin. I want to defend the people that either don't know or don't know how to improve their health. So I'm going to ask Tiffany Crowder to come on camera with me. Tiffany, I haven't known you more than 3 weeks.
No, I've known you a little longer than that now.
How long you been with us?
About a month.
So Tiffany's been with us about a month, and I met her at the little hotel I'm trying to buy, Main Gate Lakeside Resort, Kissimmee. And she was in a room with her sister and her sister's girlfriend and 2 little children. And it was a little dicey for a while, right? And she had a health issue, and she had already gotten in touch with Life Extension. She already had an account, and they were already telling her, hey, you need to have some blood work done before us to really understand what you need to do. But we think it's thyroid, and we're going to try to address the migraines. So what I want you to do, Tiffany, come on behind me and let them see you, and come down a little bit. Maybe get a seat or something. And Tiffany is going to tell you in her own words how she came to know Life Extension and how to make a decision that she wanted me to be her naturopath. Now, we just finished up with LabCorp doing the blood work that Life Extension had told her that she needed to do, but you didn't have the money to do that, did you, Tiffany? And do you remember how much it was?
300 and something.
Okay, about $300. Was that a gift to you?
Yeah, it was a blessing.
No. Come in. I need to be able to see you, darling.
My bad.
That's okay.
You see me now?
I want you to get closer. I don't have coronavirus. No. Get the chair behind you.
The chair is behind.
Well, then figure out some way that you can get in the picture. There you go. It's not important for me to be seen. It's important for you to be seen. So look chummy with me. She looks like a sister. Now, Tiffany, in your own words, try to be relatively succinct because we're going to make it. This is going to be about a 30-minute interview. So let's take it up where your Life Extension people have given you the advice that you need to have some blood work on your thyroid.
They think that my thyroid has a lot to do with messing with my head. Like, I suffer from severe migraines, and I've been to 26 specialists over the last 30 years, and no amount of medicine they've given me has helped. Over-the-counter medicine doesn't help. And when I first joined Life Extension, I didn't know.
A little bit closer.
I didn't know anything about it. I was confused. I just wanted answers. So the lady gave me some research. She sent it to me in an email, and she told me to read it. And then she told me about, what do y'all call it again?
Naturopath.
I keep forgetting the name of it. But Naturopath, and I didn't know what that was. So I looked it up, and the first name that popped up was his.
Because I'm the world's best.
Then...
Don't you think I'm very modest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Then 2 weeks later, he shows up at the hotel, and I meet him at the pool.
Okay, and I think you were hired 4 days after that, right? Did you get any money?
Mm-hmm.
But you did get rent money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's take it up from the situation that happened 2 days ago with your migraines.
So he come back from wherever he was at. I don't even remember what he said.
I do travel a lot, don't I?
You do. I can't keep up anymore. Well, he comes back, and I hadn't had a migraine for almost 3.5 weeks. And it was affecting my work ability. It was affecting a lot of stuff. So when he come back, he took one look at me and said, "What's wrong with you?" And I couldn't lie to him because it was on my face. You could see that my head was hurting and I was in pain. So when I told him, that's when he introduced me to, what's it called?
Lymph
Removal.
removal.
I can't remember the name of it.
Lymphatic drainage. Good God.
I'm working on it.
I know. It's lymphatic drainage.
So he told me about that, and then he showed me how to do it. And within seconds of him starting to do it, like, I could just feel the tension in my head starting to release for the first time in weeks. And I was just like, oh my God. So then he showed me how to do it myself. I'm going to try to demonstrate for y'all. I'm not good at it.
You're really
I'm
good at it.
there.
You're getting there.
So you start right here on the bottom of your eyes, but the one thing that you really need to understand is it's all about the pressure. If you put too much, you're going to hurt yourself. If you don't put enough, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. So it has to be just right. But you right
Come
here,
into the center.
I'm going to do one side because I'm having trouble getting my angle right.
I noticed. We are not videographer experts.
No.
we just
not
regular
by a long shot.
We just regular folk.
But basically what you do is you go right here underneath your eyes and horizontally massage. But like I said, be careful with the pressure because if it's not just right, you can hurt yourself or it won't work. And you do this on both sides of your eye. Then you move up to the side of your temple, and when you start...
Well, let's don't tell them the rest of it because they need to be a naturopath. Okay?
Okay.
So, she'll be glad to show you, but she charges a fee. Because while my stuff is free, she charges a little bit. Because as of today, she is a naturopathic intern. And I don't know if officially in the state of North Carolina you can call yourself a naturopathic intern, but I can call you what the hell I want. because she is studying as hard as anybody I've ever seen. And do you have migraines today?
Mm-mm.
And it's been 2 days, right?
Yep.
So it could be placebo. You could think I'm a real kind guy, and you said, well, shit, I don't have any damn headaches. But you do have confidence that you have the skill to make these migraines go away. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a previous advice. The lymphatics are a larger drainage system than your veins and arteries combined. And they don't have a pump. And the lymph is an excretory function because it drains into the parts of your body that excrete waste. And so what happens is, if you've ever been burnt, you notice that little blister pops up. It looks white, and if you break it, it tastes like water. That's lymph. And as long as your lymph is watery, you're in great shape. It'll move around. You'll be able to move it around. But if it gets dirty and it's not moving properly, it starts to get gooey. And then it actually gets hard, and that's what causes the migraines. And she now knows how to do this. And I've been doing it for over 20 years. In fact, I used to clear migraine headaches for one of my friends at a pharmacy, and we would clear the migraines faster than they could find the prescription that the doctor had paid for. I have 3 chiropractor friends who do nothing but clear migraines, and they charge $75 a session. And I said, why don't you just do it for free? It doesn't take about 10 minutes to teach somebody how to do it. Well, hell, I got to get paid. And that's the beauty about me as your world's best naturopath. I don't need to get paid. The only fee that I want is a 5% charitable contribution to the charity you choose, but in my name. And I get a little tax deduction. So for a family of 4, that would come out to be $250 a year. $5,000, and you pay on the 11th month, 15th day, and it's rebated. And so you get an invoice for $250 on the 12th month. The 12th month, first day. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a hell of a good deal. And am I good?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that between Life Extension, Biotics Research, and Old Man Gibson, now known as Paladin, we can pretty much resolve anything?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So I want you to understand that Tiffany has moved from a 1 hotel room with 5 kids, 5 total,
Mm-hmm.
to a job that is now a career, because she now will, hopefully everything's in working out. They're doing the as long as she's not an axe murderer or anything, she's
No.
going to be the digital editor for the Orlando Sentinel. Now I'm trying to convince her to stay on with Trump, Carolina, and Trump, Florida, and she's promised me that she will deliver Trump, Pennsylvania, with 300 daily newspapers that will be curated and identified. And we've got articles in our quiver from Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Breitbart, The Federalist, and we got a few things from Try Naturopathy. But we want you to read Trump in a way that most people don't see Trump, the good and the bad, because no one's always perfect, right? And so what she is doing is she is actually curating the news. And she's trying to be fair and balanced like Fox. And I don't pay her. I have paid her enough because I've given her a career. Because if she chooses to leave me, she will always be a dear friend. And I love this little girl. I hope to be seen as her grandpapa.
I done told you remind me of my daddy.
Yes, you did. But we don't know each other that well. And we're going to know each other real well, because before I die, I think you're going to be real happy with what you wind up with. Now, Let me ask you something, Tiff. How fortunate do you think I am to have met you?
Honestly, I think it's the other way around.
Well, you wrong. You be wrong. You be wrong. You be wrong. Because I consider her one of God's gifts to me. Don't have my dad. And I was compensating to have a little dog. Sadie where are you? I don't know. She's warm over there. We're at the fountains, and is it a pretty nice place to be hanging out?
Yeah, it is. Like yeah. I ain't got no words.
And I just joined Trump National in Mooresville, and I'm at the lowest level. I'm at the social media. I mean the social club, social member, and so that means I can't do the athletic things, and I don't do golf. But I just want to be able to connect. And so when I talked to the membership chairman, I said, do you mean to tell me that if I'm a good guy, I can visit Mar-a-Lago with advance notice and just pay the fees? And Ashley said, sure. So I joined my son, and I paid for the other ace trader that I have, John McGraw. And very soon, Miss Tiffany will be a member at Trump National with all the rights and privileges as a social member. Now, I hope that when she goes to make a decision with the Orlando Sentinel, she's able to parlay Trump Carolina, digital editor, Trump Florida, digital editor, and hopefully she'll get the work done. Don't get me wrong. She's got 350 newspapers to curate, and she's hiring some people that are interns. And you know what she has to pay? Nothing. Because I'm giving them the same opportunity I gave her. And I told her, I said, I think it's worth 6 figures within the next 30 days. Because the Orlando Sentinel has already told her what her job will pay, assuming that she meets all the background checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that I have benefits and perks that compensate the fact that you don't get a salary?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You think I'm treating you fairly?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say to you, I'm blessed to have you, and I know that you're blessed to have me. We're sort of blessed to have each other, don't you think? And I love you, little girl.
I love you too.
And I understand you got a beau that's sort of sweet on you. Yeah, she's a little sweet. She's a little shy. And he's a prideful man. And he's military, ex-military. We're closed?
We're closing, yes, sir.
I thought it was 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 here, and then the other 2 is 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you guys can take your time. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Okay, no. So we got to close up, but let's do this. Let's try to do the next minute and a half. We'll wind up. We're going to move over to the other pool. And Tiffany, you have any say last words?
The best advice that I can give anybody out there, if it seems too good to be true and you think you're doubting it, take it from somebody with experience. If you ever get a chance to meet somebody like him and they tell you about life extension, or they introduce you to, how do you say it again?
Naturopathy?
Naturopathy. Take the opportunity, because it's been 2 days now and I've not had a migraine. I have not woke up in pain. I haven't got sick. I've been able to eat without having to worry about it. Like, it's been amazing. And I got 5 kids at home. And I'm here to tell you, 2 days without a migraine, that's saying something with 5 kids.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think we're both blessed, and I look forward to a few more years with the Paladin. Take care. We are at Try Naturopathy. Take a look at this video. Enjoy your account with Life Extension. And if you decide that you want me to be your naturopath, we'd love to have you. Now, our digital editors worldwide are a group called Arun and Xavier, and they're called the Doji Boys. And We now have 85 freelancers working for us worldwide. We just opened Singapore, we just opened Taiwan, and we just opened Qatar. That's where all the boats are. And my son wanted me to open that up. So we've
Come
opened
here,
them
baby
up.
girl.
So take care, and we look
It's
forward to
his.
working with you. Take care. Bye-bye.